I'm so glad I breathe. You can see it through my sleeve. I am the bees from the east. What up, y'all? I'm here celebrating the Christ in me. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm God Bar D. So everybody out there who knows that you have 33 vertebrae running up your spine, because some of y'all probably wondering, like, how is he saying that he's celebrating a Christ in him? Okay, what does it mean to be celebrating a Christ? I gotta readjust this. I just made this last night. Some new pieces I made, y'all. Check it out. Yeah, y'all. So in this lesson, I'm gonna teach you about why I celebrate the Christ in me. But before we get to that, check this out. I had to give you a closer glimpse to this. I don't think you understand what you see. So let me break it down. All right. So this was that had happened. You got to get the background story to understand this. So I was working on one of these rings, right? I was working on a pyramid ring, and when I was working on a pyramid ring, what had happened is what had happened is the mold spilled over, so it was standing up, but the mold, silicone mold, fell down. So I went to go when I get the next day, because it takes a whole day to dry, 24 hours, right? Because it starts out as a liquid, right? This is a liquid. So this liquid was laying down in the mold, but it still has some of this in the mold, because that's why you got the point, right? So y'all see the point? So this is the bottom of the pyramid, right? I mean the top, right? Like this. So the mold kind of, instead of it filling up this way, it felt up that way. Get it? So that's like a dope new design that just kind of came straight from the divine, you know what I mean? And gave me this concept for this piece. I mean, it looked like an arrowhead. Think about it. I'm a Sagittarius, y'all. It's starting to dawn on me why I really like this piece. I'm a Sagittarius, so what do we shoot with? A bow and a arrow. This is an arrow point. You see it? Like a point even on a spear. I could even put one of these jammies up on here. Ooh. Oh, I'm about to come out with the spares, y'all. Y'all, I'm from the hood, so back in the days I used to make weapons, you know what I'm saying? Like I used to make chucks. What else did I make? Slingshots. First of all, chucks. Y'all know what nunchucks are? Bruce Lee used it, right? The karate movies. I ain't do my chucks in a minute. I'm about to get my chucks. But yeah, um, it's a wonderful thing, and like how a lot of times you think something that it looks like a mistake could actually be your greatest invention. Let me say that again. There's things that can occur in your life, right? Like you could be going through a situation and you could be like, how did that happen? Like, I wasn't really planning that, but you overlook it. Like, you like, the paint fell on the floor and it made a little circle, but it was a nice design that I could put on a t-shirt. But I don't know, I'm gonna just wipe it up and throw it in the garbage. It's like, you could get epiphanies. There you go. That's what had happened when I caught this glimpse of this. I was like, yo, when I first saw it, I was like, damn, why the hell did the mold have to, why did the resin have to spill? Why did it have to spill? And I'm going somewhere with this. Hold on, fasten your seatbelts. Why did the resin have to spill? I put it in a box. I was moving my molds into the back storage area where I was making this, right? On Bill Street, and where, I saw my jewelry in the front, and I'll be making organs in the back. So I was making this organ, and then I come in the back, and I got to show you the silicone mold. The silicone mold looks like this, right? So it kind of fell over because at the bottom of the silicone mold, there's actually a bottom piece, so it can stand up. but it fell down when I was moving it in the box, right? Now I could have looked at this and been like, oh damn, I could have just like, I was honestly thinking of just throwing this in the ground somewhere, to be real with you. Like I was gonna throw this piece in the ground. Now let me show you where the story gets deeper. Wow. Some of y'all probably was, what's that on the other side? Exactly, right? So a sister pulled up. She was admiring my work. First of all, she smelled sage and she was like, oh, I love sage. So that's how I knew she had good energy. So then she came around, she started talking about astrology, numerology. She's very knowledgeable of the sciences. And she went to Arkansas and she went crystal mining, and she came back with some crystals, and this is one of them, and she gifted it to me. When she was gifting it to me, I was trying to gift her a keychain. I was like, yeah, let me give you a keychain, a crystal keychain. Now this is my crystal keychain. I got different crystals on it, all right? So I gave her one of my crystal keychains that I made. This is actually an organite point that could be used as a necklace or a keychain. Now I started out making organite pyramids, like big ones like this. Let me show you the different ones I got. I'm sitting in my pyramid, by the way. Okay, let me show you. All right, so at the top of my pyramid, I got a organite like this, and at the bottom, points. So I got water bottles, incense, crystal, copper wire, right? You see the copper wire? All right, so there's a lot going on here, as you can see. And at the top, let me show you that while I'm at it. There is, see this organite pyramid, and then you got quartz points coming out. This organite. All right, so pretty much as y'all can see, I used my imagination when I built this bad boy right here. And it's still in the making. I haven't finished it completely. There's more that I want to do to it. In regards to, I'm gonna close up the I'm gonna close it up because I got some more bamboo. Now the pieces of bamboo that I have to close it up, I'm gonna show you what they look like real quick. But I gotta get a bunch of them. See this? Yeah, so I could tie these together and turn them into a wall. See what I'm saying? All right, so that's what's gonna happen with this. All right, I'm gonna put a fourth leg, because right now it's 3 legs, but I'm gonna put a fourth one. So I gotta go harvest. It ain't like a real simple thing, like you go rip a twig off a tree. You gotta go with a saw, sawing it. It's a workout. All right, so then you gotta haul the pieces, then you gotta trim them. So it's a lot involved, but to me, it's a process I enjoy doing, and I'm able to make things like magic wands. What's up? What's up? Thanks for pulling up on my live. I'm sitting here in my pyramid. I said the name of this video is Celebrating the Christ in Me. And you know, today people are celebrating something that's really got nothing to do with their family. Let's be real. It ain't nothing to do with their grandmother, their great grandfather, who really left a great inheritance and great wealth for the family. But it's about some figurative, phony, fictitious Santa Claus, right? And it's about another fictitious character, Jesus Christ. So it's like, okay, people are reading this book and they reading it sideways. Meaning, they're not reading it esoterically, you know what I'm saying? Like, I got a bachelor's degree, by the way, in psychology. So I'm not your average person who just got a high school diploma, all right? I had to study 5 years of college while I was in, I went to York College. Shout out to CUNY, City University of New York. I was studying pre-med, so that means I was studying biology, chemistry, physics, um, organic chemistry. I'm not talking no simple chemistry class. I'm talking organic chemistry, where they show how you put the hexagon cells together and how the cells come together. Um, Shout out to the brother at the actor for the Hustle and Flow movie. What's his name? Terrence Howard. Sorry if I messed up your name, but I think that's what it is. He's really talking about a lot of scientific things and how sound affects your frequency and how you vibrate and how you can heal. That's why some of y'all out here listening to this ratchet music wondering why you ratchet and y'all not paying attention. But the brother Terrence Howard is telling you the frequencies, the notes, the keys on the keyboard, the 440 that they switched from 432. Are y'all paying attention? They switched the key. Shout out to my bro Memphis 9 Ether. What up? You know where I'm at. You know we building these pyramids. You know what's up. It's 11:11. This you already know. Alright, what's up? Thanks for coming through. But yeah, basically what I'm saying is that you can't be exposing yourself to these terrible frequencies that come in through all types of things. Movies, the movie soundtrack. Remember, that's music playing. That's in the frequency of 440. Now I'm gonna start bringing out my ukulele so you can see that you could tune a guitar to. No, they got it. Yeah, they got it playing at 440 in these movies and songs, but we're supposed to be listening to frequencies at 432. So I can actually tune my guitar back down to a 432. I mean, yeah, a 432 frequency, right? And when I do that, it affects my whole mood. It affects the whole sound of the guitar. So now that the string has a different tonality. Now that tonality is used to heal bodies. And this brother's coming. He's working with a doctor, and they're going to release something called, I guess, tone apology, where you get healed through tones. Who knows? You go in the room feeling crazy. They play some music. You sit there for 15, 20 minutes, play some music for you, and you walk out and your body's healed. Like y'all think it's a joke, but it's not. It's like, this is really happening. But y'all over here still paying attention to the bullshit. You watching the games, you following the drama and all the gossip, and you thinking that's cool and that's whack. Because meanwhile, there's a war going on against your life and for your family and for your children. And y'all still crazy sending y'all kids to these schools where they getting raped and molested by the freaking teachers. Come on, are y'all paying attention? They just busted another teacher. We have so-and-so here, Miss whatever, crazy woman, perverted, crazy, pedophile woman who's having sex with her student. She's going to jail. And this is like, we hear about this all the time. I mean, I don't think there's a year that goes by when you don't hear maybe about 20 of them. Let's be real. 20 pedophiles on the news. That's probably means there's like another 100 we're not hearing about. So I'm saying all this to say that, look, pay attention to what's going on around you. Y'all see me building this orgonite, right? Y'all see me making these organites, right? These pyramids and everything. These discs that I could put under my drink to, what that does is it restructures the water molecules within my drink. So if you look, okay, I'm near the Mississippi River. There's a reason why the river actually has a powerful energy. There's a reason why you should drink spring water, because spring water is moving in the spring. That means there's an energy, it's flowing. It's not still water. It's not the Dead Sea water. It's not water that's just been sitting in a bottle that it's been sitting there. Water's not supposed to sit still in nature. If you look at the ocean, the water's not sitting there. If you look at the waterfalls, the water definitely ain't sitting there. If you look at the rivers, the water's not sitting there. I mean, the lakes, it looks like it's sitting there, but it's really moving because it's evaporating, and then it's going into the clouds, coming back down, rain, right? At least that's what they taught us in the science books. But basically, this is moving the molecules in the water around, but it's restructuring it. And this is filled with crystals and metal. I celebrate the Christ in me that helped make that. You know what I'm saying? I'm celebrating the Christ in me, y'all. Y'all sort of, we are the Christ, y'all. Come on now. We are the great awakening. We are the return of the Christ. All right. Our intelligence, the way we able to think, the way we able to be creative, the way we able to make new things. The Christ in me led me to do this. All right. Do y'all get what I'm saying? Like, this was not a mistake. Nothing happens by mistake. I was telling y'all I was going somewhere, and now I'm there, and I'm about to be here for a minute. I don't meet people by mistake. So if you ever met me, congratulations to you. All right? I didn't build this magic wand by mistake with the sigils on it. Why? Because when you wave it and you out in nature, and the vibration that's going through your hand and into the wood, because it's all organic. Remember, everything vibrates. The wood has a vibration. The wood is alive. This wood is not totally dead. Okay? It has copper on it. It's copper sending the energy to the crystal. The crystal has a point. I'm going somewhere. I'm getting to a point. All right? The point is this. Like, take whatever resources you got get around you and build. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Remedy H, because he's one of my mentors, and I encourage y'all to listen to him, because the brother really teaches a whole lot. He's out here, he's building pyramids too. He may not be building them for hands, but he's building them on the land. And that's what he inspired me to do. That's why I built this bamboo pyramid, because I said, you know what? I'm not just going to be building it for jewelry. All right? I'm not just going to make. Now I'm going to show you how these pieces start out. These royal light medallions. This represents harmony between masculine and feminine energy. And my thing is this. What is it all about? It's all about the woman and the man getting together. This is the woman, the downward triangle representing the vagina. This is the upward triangle representing the penis. Come on. We all grown adults here. All right? It's important that these two come together in harmony. But sometimes relationships don't work. Sometimes the pyramid don't line up with this pyramid, because maybe this pyramid is too big and this pyramid is too small. Y'all around here messing with some small things. I don't get what y'all doing. Y'all looking real crazy. But all I know is I'm going to stick to what fits me. All right? This one right here. This size one. All right? This divine melanated goddess. Okay? That's what I'm sticking to. Why? Because that's what I grew up around. That's what I love. You know what I mean? And that's basically my family. I love my people, and I love everybody else too. Don't get me wrong, but I think that our people been like bamboozled to follow something that don't even represent them. Like, why are y'all worshiping this Jesus that didn't really? Yeah, he coming back through you. Hello, through your 33 vertebrae. Pay attention. How many years did Jesus live? 33 years. Come on, some of y'all Christians don't even know your own Bible, for real. I bet a lot of y'all couldn't even answer that question. It's like y'all follow something and y'all don't really do the research. Y'all don't really sit down. Because if y'all really sat down and read what really is going on, you would know that the book of life, the book of the dead, whatever you want to call it, either one you could call it, is older than the Bible, and actually the Bible has scriptures that it took out of the book of the dead. So it's sort of like if I came out with a song, we the truth, yeah, we are the truth. Okay, so I came out with that song a few years ago, right? If you see another person come out with the song, we the truth, like he come out like whatever 10 years later, and he go, we the truth, yeah, we are the truth, like he's singing some different way. You're going to be like, well, hold up, though. The Creator came out with that first. And you plagiarizing. So you took something out of the book of the dead, and then you're going to put it in the Bible, and then you're going to give it to us, and then you're going to make us think that it's the only thing we should follow. No, I'm not saying you can get messages through the Bible. Don't get me wrong. I ain't knocking the Bible. The point is I'm saying to you is that you could even see in the Bible where it shows you that you are the Christ. Okay? Remember when he wrestled with God on the Mount of Pineal? Pineal. Where the pineal gland, when he wrestled with God and he found God, he met God. Right? His character in the Bible. Is an imaginary story of this man is talking about how he was wrestling with God, whatever. In a dream, it could have been a vision, however it was. But it was on a Mount Pineal. Pineal. This is where the God, the Christ in you, is in your pineal gland. It's right there in the Bible, in your face, but y'all not seeing it. Jesus even saying, "Ye are gods," but y'all not seeing. Y'all don't want to see that either. So, I mean, it's time we wake up, y'all. It's time we start looking at science. When I went to school, right, and I got a degree, and I had different subjects. I had biology. I didn't just take one subject. Some of y'all just sticking with one book. Like, if you went to school and you only stuck with one book, you would be pretty stupid by now, wouldn't you? Come on, let's be real. So, basically, I had biology books that was this thick. I had chemistry books, they was this thick. I had physics books, they was this thick. I'm talking like I was carrying like cinder blocks going to college. You know what I mean? I'll be on my bike riding through the hood in South Jamaica, Queens. I see a dead body on the ground one day. Like, this the hood I'm from, y'all. Where 50 got shot 9 times. Shout out to 50 Cent. Shout out to Nicki Minaj. Shout out. This is the Lost Boys. Alright. Shout out to everybody that's from the South Side. Alright. Fredro, what up? Alright. I mean, then you got other rappers from the area. You know, I did mention Nicki Minaj, I'm sure. You got Nas is over there. Shout out to Nas. You got DMC. What up, DMC? You got LL Cool J. What up, LL? Okay. So this is my hood. So basically, I already know they've been putting a hit out on us. PS 45, all right, where I went on 150th Street and Rockaway Boulevard. Why did they have us as 5th graders with a teacher for the whole year who was a substitute teacher? Now, I'm not trying to knock substitute teachers, because I was a substitute teacher and I taught for junior high school 217. I taught junior high school students, 7th grade. And I was a substitute, and I was so great at it that the vice principal asked if I could stay for the whole year. I was like, sure, because one of the ladies got pregnant, the teachers. So I guess in my case, maybe my teacher original teacher who was supposed to come had got pregnant. I don't know. But we ended up with a substitute teacher, and she really didn't know how to teach. So by the time it was time for us to pass our city exam, some of us failed. So they claimed I failed. But I'm like, you was not teaching me the whole year. So how can I pass something if you didn't yourself go through the 4 years of college to get the degree? Why are you in here teaching kids? Oh, because it's a zip code, 11436. Do y'all see it? Scratch out that damn zip code. Why y'all starting to put us in these freaking zip codes so you could target certain areas? Because zip codes go according to a certain demographic of people and a certain demographic location. So if I'm by JFK Airport, where 150th Street is one of the main roads that's coming out of the airport, and who knows how many amount of drugs is coming through on them tractor trailers that could actually come down that block. Who knows what was going on over there? I mean, yo, people was making all kinds of crazy money, shipping in all kinds of drugs, crack, cocaine, marijuana, everything. Let's be real. All right, so I made it out alive. I honor the Christ within me. The Christ within me guided me towards this jewelry, guided me towards a way of doing things better. Like, I could have sold drugs. Come on, y'all. I'm living in an area where there's drugs all around me. My brother sold drugs. Rest in peace to my brother, Lamont. He did what he had to do. He was young. He was being led by other dudes in the streets, and that's what happens sometimes. You could grow up in a hood where, okay, just because you see, what's the name, he driving a Cadillac and he looking like he all fly and he got the flyest kicks, do that mean? But he's doing it in a way where he could be hurting people. Like, certain drugs could really hurt people. Let's be real. I ain't talking about weed. Weed ain't doing nothing to nobody. Alright? So, look, if you wanna, that's you. You know what I'm saying? Shoot, I ain't gonna lie. I had a fun time growing weed. when I was in Cali, because you can grow weed and you can have plants in Cali, and I have plants in my backyard. All right, I was learning the art of growing food. I was growing eggplants. I was growing peppers, tomatoes. You know, it's a great experience working with worms, and they break down the food. I'm honoring the Christ in me. The Christ in me showed me how you could do that. You do not have to depend on the food from the supermarkets. So if these supermarkets close down, I hope you got some organic seeds, some seeds so you could grow. Because guess what? They can't get rid of all this dirt. Yeah, they could close the stores down or whatever. Who knows for a season? I don't know what's about to go down. But guess what? Be ready. You know what I'm saying? Be like Joseph. He prepared. It said what? He stored up what? Seeds. Look at Joseph in the Bible, right? It showed that he was very intelligent, and he taught Pharaoh. He's like, yo, we got to start storing these seeds, because I had a particular dream that showed me that there's going to be something that's about to hit, that it's going to be a famine, and other people going to want to come for these seeds, and these seeds going to be worth a lot of money. So basically, Joseph had a dream that taught Pharaoh how to be a billionaire, which he was already a billionaire because he's the Pharaoh. But yeah, so I'm doing things here that it helps to elevate my intelligence. It helps to protect me. All right, because obviously, if I got all these different crystals, then the water's flowing through all the different chakras, because the chakras are spinning water. Think of each chakra, your heart chakra, of a pool of pink and green water, and it's spinning, right? And it's flowing, but when it's spinning, when that chakra is spinning, it's flowing into the next chakra. So I'm going to the throat chakra. Now that's why I got this crystal by my throat, right? And this is amethyst, all right? So it's wrapped with copper, and it's organite. And it's on lava beads, along with some African turquoise jasper, and some Indian jasper. Right, so it's 2 different jaspers. It's for the heart chakra. So basically, what I'm doing, you got every color, every crystal, right, is going according to a certain chakra. You got the rose quartz. It's for the heart chakra. So that keeps the heart chakra spinning. Some people ain't got no, their chakras is not spinning. They don't got all their wheels turning. I mean, you see it. You see homeless people on the streets. You see them talking to themselves. I seen a dude the other day talking to himself. Not to say talking to yourself is wrong, but there's a moment, there's a time, and there's a place. All right? You can't be waiting at the bus stop. Everybody around you, you talking to yourself. Nah. Do it in the privacy of your own home, okay? There's a magical art to that, believe it or not. All right? And I do it, but I do it at certain times and locations. So you're talking to the divine self, and you're the Christ within you. You know what I'm saying? There's so many parts to us. You got soul, spirit, body. You got your flesh. You got your emotions, right? Your soul is like where your emotions is. That's like energy in motion, right? Some people's energy is in crazy emotions, like their emotions got them wanting to kill people or do something to hurt people that didn't do nothing to them. You know what I'm saying? Why? Because they're being distorted through these frequencies, through this, back to what I'm saying, all right? The 440 hertz through the music. Why you think it is you could go up in a club, outside the club, y'all cool, you know, Gary and do the that, what up, right? You go in there, they got the frequencies playing at 440, boom, busting in through your eardrums for constantly for 2-3 hours straight, and you drinking on top of that. Yeah, homie probably gonna go outside and go get something and start something and do something stupid. Why? Because his whole frequency and alignment been thrown off through the music. Pay attention. And who's in charge of making a lot of the music? Come on. Right? Kanye was saying they called themselves pilgrims. Alright? Look at these hoodie quartz points, y'all. Hoodie quartz points. They could go on your locks, your braids. Yeah, y'all. Honor the Christ in me, because the Christ in me done figured all of this out. They out here foreclosing on people, trying to take people's houses. When first of all, y'all stole the land, so why y'all trying to take somebody's house? Like, what's really good? Like, what's really going on? Like, Y'all double dipping. Y'all here on this soil, and you treating people whose family is from here evil and wickedly, and you putting them out their houses, and you making people struggle that don't need to be struggling in their own land. And then you told them they from Africa and they were shipped here on boats. Like, come on now. That's his story. That's not our story. That's his. That's what he want to say. That's what the people who control the books that's put into the Board of Education say. That's their story. That's not our story. That's his story. All right? My story is that I am the Christ. I know the Christ in me. All right? It's not that, oh, you don't have to honor anything outside yourself. Just know that you are the divine one. You are the divine being. You are the God, the goddess. And that's basically the whole point of this whole message, y'all. All right? Let me, I'm about to sign off. Let me show you a few more pieces. This right here is going to be turned into a medallion. All right? So it's filled with crystals. I wanted to bring it out so y'all can see it outside before it got dark. But in there I got black tourmaline, clear quartz, selenite, chopped copper, chopped brass, key shavings. That's silver tint copper. So that's really copper, but it's just with a silver tint. All right, so that's one piece, right? And dig in these pockets. These are some molds I'm excited. When I get them, I'll be like so excited. I'm like, yo, these are like coasters. You could put your tea on it, right? Make sure it's in a glass jar. It'll restructure your water, and you could also put it in your pocket. So I call these orgonite discs because you could use them under a candle, or you can work candle magic with it, right? That's a new thing. And by the way, yellow, y'all, is for your divine spirit. If you want to really awaken in yourself spiritually, work with a yellow candle. Did y'all see what just happened? I just burnt the yellow candle a little bit today, and guess what? I never even thought of putting this under a candle. Do y'all get what I'm saying? It will take you places like you be like, oh, hold up, let me light this candle again. Like, yellow, you coming through like that? Okay, it's like the light bulb. You know that yellow is the light bulb. It represents the light bulb going off in your head, because a lot of us need the light bulb turned back on, because it's been turned off. We've been mentally downgraded through the educational system to think. Like, I remember back in the days, to be real, you wasn't allowed to have a calculator in the class. Nowadays, you can have a phone. So not only are they on a phone, they could be on a calculator. Of course, they could look up on Google. They could do anything to get the answers. They don't really have to work themselves, work their brains. They really don't even have to pay attention because they're on their phones. Teacher told me, yo, all the school is nowadays is a lot of places in certain zip codes. They are daycare centers. These schools with 7th graders, they daycare center. Why is a 7th grader in daycare? Come on, y'all. Obviously, whoever's running this is doing something behind the scenes to manipulate that to happen, and we need to start homeschooling our children for real. In certain zip codes. If you can't get your children to a certain zip code, you might as well keep your child home and teach them yourself, because they ain't going to learn nothing in these schools. They definitely ain't going to learn about how to make orgonite. But I'll teach them. Anybody want to know, I will be offering classes real soon. Do y'all see how pretty that is? It's translucent, as you can see. You see my finger on the other side, so that means part of it has some opacity to it. All right, and it's filled with crystals and copper, and each one has a unique design. Look, there's a brass beads on the top How did that happen? I honor the Christ within me. Like, honestly, who do y'all think is making this? It ain't just what you look. I literally be dropping it, dropping the crystals in, and all these beautiful designs come out. Look at this. That look a lady's nipple. I ain't even gonna lie. Let's be real. Oh, wait till y'all see my slippers. Oh my Lord, my slippers got copper on them. Do y'all see that? It's like a nipple, a breast. This is the areolas. I'm serious. Like, yo, I can't make this up. This is gonna be called the breast nipple orgonite pendant. Who coming for it? Alright, put it in the comments. It could be yours. Alright, let's give this one a name. Alright. Who's coming for? I'm covered by the vortex of love. Look at the vortex. Look at the copper going all around. And this could represent you in the middle, and you surrounded by a vortex of energy, of protection, of love. People that love you. What? I'm going to turn that into a ring. It could be yours. See? They start out like this. I turn them into that. All right, before I move on, this is something I got to show y'all because, man, oh man, this is a new invention. So I've done for the first time. Y'all about to see it. All right, here we go. Turn this camera around. Woo, wait, y'all see the copper on there? Y'all see how it's twisted? Do y'all see that I have lava stone on here with malachite, copper, right? Twist it again. When you twist that copper, it sends a coil of energy. Now, what's dope is that it's touching the ground. But what's dope is that it's also touching me. The copper is touching me. It's touching my skin. So it's literally that my whole entire foot is surrounded by copper. And where is this copper right now? I'm on the ground. I'm outside, right? The earth. So the earth's energy is coming through the copper. It's touching my feet. All right. Do y'all see? These are healing shoes. And there's crystals. So that means I'm grounded. Grounded with what? Love. Heart chakra grounded. Bow. And you got issues with your heart. You got a heart condition. These shoes will help you. I can make you appear. Let me know. Did y'all see that? I honor the Christ in me. Word. I honor the Christ in me. It's the Christmas me I be. Christmas is for me to honor me and my whole entire family. My family tree. We so intelligent. We so abundantly living out our purpose, living out greatly who we be. The great God, I be. Living infinitely, I see through the canopy of love. I'm flying like a white dove, spreading love across the planet. This belongs to me, your brother, your sister, and Janet. I hope y'all understand it or overstand it or understand it. Like the 360, like the turn of an owl's head. Have you looked at different perspectives, or are you only looking at one thing they said? There's so much that you can learn. They burnt up the books in the Vatican. They said it was burnt, but they put it under the Vatican. Library of Alexandria. It's all in the history books. It's all in the Google. Go search it. Go understand it. Yeah, y'all. So the crazy thing is that when they try to hide something from us, it's available to us through the Akashic Records. The Akashic Records is when, right back here, we going back again. Once again, you got 33 vertebrae. Y'all probably don't even know what vertebrae are. Vertebrae I'm not going to guess y'all know. Some of y'all know, some of y'all don't. Vertebrae are it looks like a ladder going up your spine. You got 33 vertebrae. Now you got to get all the way up to 33 vertebrae. But it's an actual chemical that shoots up from the bottom of your spine. So it's like a Kundalini power. Boop, comes up to here. From what I'm hearing, they say the Akashic Records is stored back up in here at the bottom of your brain, up in this area. All right? That's where you could access the Akashic Records. So it don't even matter. They could burn whatever books they want to burn. It's like it's in our blood, it's in our DNA. It's already a program that's stored within us from our ancestors. And when y'all hear me talk about honoring my ancestors sometimes, or you hear other people talk about it, you don't understand that you are your ancestor. Come on now. My son Makai, he's me. He's just another part of me. He's a mixture of his mom and me put together, and then he becomes himself. All right? He becomes the son of light. I got the Sunlight Tribe crystal jewelry, y'all. Y'all need to get one of these. All right? Basically, the Sunlight Tribe collection is basically a bunch of these put into a picture of a man and a woman and a child. So y'all gotta look out for that. I'm gonna put it up on the community page, the Sunlight Child, the Sunlight Tribe, because we're born as light beings. This is the whole point what I want to make. Royal light beings. We are different angles, different angels of light. Light comes in at different angles. You can see a yellow light, you can see a blue light, purple light, crown chakra light, right? Chakra for your throat is blue, right? And we are all different angles of light. You come from your angle, I come from mine. I rap, I do poetry, I make jewelry. I'm here teaching, right? I build bamboo pyramids and bamboo magic wands and Cali sticks. That's the angle I'm coming from. Somebody else might come from, she's an artist, she draws. Another person dances. Another person does yoga. You got everybody coming from different angles, but we're all God. We're all representation of God. We just coming from different angles, different representations of God. God is one light, and that light could come in different forms. You can see rainbows. Rainbows represent portals. I was spraying a water hose one day like, oh shoot, I'm by a portal. Dude on my YouTube gonna be like, oh, I can spray my water hose and I'll see a rainbow too. No, you can't. It only occurs at certain portals. So basically portals is where you could go into different dimensions. Now, we see it in science fiction movies, but how do you hide the truth? You put it in plain sight. So they put in these messages in the movies, and these science fiction movies are science facts. But we just not have understood the science that comes by how high is it that I could go into a rainbow and I'm going into another dimension. Well, that kind of happens when you do take mushrooms. I'm hearing people do feel like they're going into different consciousnesses, ways of thinking. And a way of thinking is what takes you to that other dimension. It's like if you constantly see yourself in the hood and you're never going to get out, then you just always going to be in the hood. And not to say it's bad to be in the hood, you know what I'm saying? But it's a whole world out here, you know what I mean? Like, I've been to London, I've been to Hawaii, I've been to Jamaica, I've seen different parts of the land. I've been to the Philippines. Shout out to all my people in the Philippines. Shout out to my people in Jamaica. My family that I never even met. That's crazy. You can have family that you never met that lives in a certain location. Crazy. Hopefully you don't have family in your own state that you never met. That'd be crazy. Unless your state is big. But we're different angles of light. So, wow, this bird is just coming through like sending codes, y'all. Y'all hear the codes? Catch it. So we coming through at different angles of light, right? Light beings, royal light beams, royal light tribe, sunlight tribe. All of these crystals are coming from a different angle. These organites. This one is circular angle. This is a heart-shaped angle. This is a pyramid. It's all doing something different, but it's all still crystals. It's all still light, right? Energy. So that's what we are. We are basically crystal beings. We have a crystal inside of our pineal gland. They say it's a crystal literally inside our mind. Now it's very fine, it's very small, just like the crystals that are in here. They're very tiny. But that doesn't make it less powerful because it's tiny. What actually makes this organite powerful is that the more tinier the crystals, the more potency is magnified when it's pressurized, because you have more surface area around a tiny particle than you have around a smaller particle. The surface area, if you to chop this up, I would be able to hit it from different angles, the inside angles and all of that, with the pressurization of the resin, because the resin is a liquid and it gets into all of the crevices and it pressurizes. For every action there's a reaction. That pressurization releases negative ions into the environment. These negative ions shoot out of what you see here, this organite pyramid, because all of the crystals is being pressurized. They're starting from a wide angle and they're coming up closer and closer and closer till they hit the point, bow, which is that threshold of a vortex of energy, negative ions shooting out into the atmosphere, healed my meniscus tear, my knee, right? So you see me walking right now. So if you had any injuries, you could get one of these and put it near you in your bed, by your bed. I mean, if you want to sleep with it, that's cool, but I'm saying beside your bed, in your room, in your office, keep it with you wherever you go. All right? You could even put it on top of drinks. If you have like a lid, I would do that sometimes, right? To restructure the water in your tea or your drinks here. All right, so I'll be coming from all different angles, as you can see. Even with some people are teachers, some people are spiritual teachers, some people are martial arts teachers, some people are fitness teachers. So it's like, I'm thankful that I'm able to come at you from different angles. I'm able to teach from different perspectives, because I think a lot of times people see people that are spiritual as though they're not scientists. But honestly, I believe that the greatest spiritual person is the greatest scientist, because you could actually see how spirit works through science, through earth, wind, fire, air, the ether, spirit. All right, so therefore we can speak into the air and it will travel. Why? Because the air is moving, right? The wind is blowing, you feel the air moving, so it's going to take the energy of what you spoke. And if you are a person that's operating with the proper alignment within your chakras, and you're able to enter up into your crown chakra, whereas the spiritual chakra, which is the purple, where you live from your spiritual self. Because a lot of people are living in their flesh. They still out here trying to see who's the next lady they can knock the boots with. They just living in their carnal state. I mean, if that's the life you want to live, that's on you, bro. But guess what? We can't just be all about that. I mean, be satisfied with what you got and keep it moving on to greater things, like bringing healing devices such as organite and doing things through sound healing or yoga or herbs. I drink herbal teas every day. Elderberry, mullein, peppermint, chamomile, all different types of herbal teas, borage, the list goes on. These are teas that when you're drinking them, you're gaining intelligence of the plant. Hello, somebody, you are what you eat, you are what you drink. So how are you going to get more intelligence? You're getting it from the plants. The different plants, the different herbs. So if all you drink every day is Pepsi, well, you're going to have a Pepsi state of mind. If all you eat every day is McDonald's, well, you're going to have a lower level state of mind, working out of your lower chakras. You're not going to be working out of your higher chakras if you're not ingesting something that has a purple color, such as elderberry. Hello, somebody. Purple. Like, it's right there in your face, but people just, we don't be seeing it. We thinking like, oh, these are just colors. No, you got purple eggplant, you got purple cabbage, you got purple onions. What is that purple going? Where is that purple energy going to? Your mind. Not to say it's not nourishing the rest of your body, but the point I'm making is that always be open to getting new knowledge, new understanding, new insight, so that you could become a new being, more highly elevated, more advanced, more evolved in your consciousness and who you are, and the places you go, and the places, the people you meet, and the things you do, and the things you see. Because consciousness is not even just about what you see with these two eyes, but it's what you see through the third eye. The first eye. They call this the first eye, the third eye. You could flip it, because really, when you were in your mother's womb, you had these two eyes closed. So what eye was you seeing with? Babies have dreams. They were seeing through the third eye. When we're dreaming, what are we seeing through? The first eye, which is the third eye. All right. So we need to decalcify that. How you decalcify it? Stay away from things that's going to calcify it, like bad food, bad drinks. Get more cilantro in your diet. Cilantro cleans out the metals, the calcification in the pineal gland, which is our higher intelligence, our higher self, our God self. So you really don't know yourself until you really decalcify it. And a lot of people just out here just walking around with calcified pineal glands, all right, from all of the things that's spraying, the metal, the aluminum that's coming through, the chemtrails and different foods and different things they're ingesting, right? But some of us, fortunately, have been able to bust through and do some powerful things. And I feel I'm one of them, and I'm under the Christ within me that has been able to show forth itself. At this time when people are so focused on, oh, how many points could this athlete score? Like, how many points they could score got to do with anything? Like, I mean, it's entertainment, but let's just leave it right there. And let's move on to more intelligent things. Because, you know what I'm saying? Not to knock people that play sports, but the point I'm making is that we can't spend our lives just sitting on the couch looking at sports for hours upon hours while there's somebody plotting against your child, against your daughter, against your son, against your grandchild, against, you know, and you want to make sure that they're protected. You want to make sure that their needs are taken care of, not just physically, but mentally, that no one can really rape them mentally and fool them and deceive them and take their riches and their wealth. Because somehow our ancestors was tricked and deceived. You know what I'm saying? And so, but they were intelligent people, but something happened. You know, we don't know all the details, but the point is this. Everybody has the right to live in a peaceful housing environment, right to food, water, breathing air. All this should be free. It shouldn't be like, oh, like if they don't have it, they can't have it. Like a homeless person, so what? They're not supposed to have a place to sleep? They're not supposed to have something to eat? Come on. They're a human being like me and you. So everybody has a right to it. And to cause people to feel like they're inadequate or they're less of a person because they don't have it, that's evil. All right, because everybody comes across different experiences where they may lose housing, or they may lose a vehicle, or they may lose a job. But guess what? That's another opportunity for you to do something great with your life. Like, y'all think I care about any job? I create my own business. I created my own job for myself. That's how we gotta be as entrepreneurs. Whether you make shirts, whether you make jewelry, whatever you make, whether you're a clothing designer, you a hairstylist, you do nails, or whatever you do, you a contractor, you a mechanic. Like, I just say stay in your lane, you know what I'm saying? You stay in your lane, I stay in mine. It ain't got to be about no competition. All right, it's about complementing, not competition. Competition was making us think that, oh, we got to be crabs in a bucket, everybody pulling each other down, and whoever can get to the top of the bucket first is the winner. Or climbing a ladder, knock the person down who's trying to get up the ladder so you can get up the ladder before they get up the ladder so you pull them down. Like, these stupid games that they put in our head. Like, no. Whatever happened to, I'm flying on my lane and I'm cruising in my Beamer, my Lambo, you cruising in your Audi, you cruising in your Mercedes, you cruising in your Porsche. We all looking at each other like, what up, yo, what up, my people, yo, how you going? Where you going? You going to the beach? Okay, I'll meet you there. Like, you know what I'm saying? Be happy about the next man driving his Beamer. Be happy about the man in his Mercedes. Like, while we don't need to be jealous of them, we could be happy about their success. Be happy about the success of your brother. Don't think, oh, I ain't there, so I ain't happy for him. That's some childish, low-level, vibrational garbage. That means you need to let go of unforgiveness. You need to forgive. You need to heal your heart. That heart chakra got to spin in a circle so that it could go up into the throat chakra and the crown chakra. And you could really be living in your fullest potential and your fullest power. Alright? The full essence of who you are. So, yo, that's the lesson I wanted to give. We about to enter 2024. It's the year 8. I'm the number 8. Alright? Craig Late. Straight out the gate. Never late. I'm banging on the earth, y'all. Y'all don't think the earth hearing me? It do. Like, damn, so the dirt hear you, the trees hear you, the water hear you, the air hears you. Yes, so do the birds. And the dogs, and the cats, and the plants, and the rats, and the fat cats. Yo, I grew up in New York, man. People be scared to go to New York because they say there's rats. But, yo, there's rats in LA, too. So, don't be trying to play like there ain't no rats in y'all city. There's rats everywhere. Come on. I don't care if you in Cali, LA, Arizona, shoot, Jersey, Miami, Florida, Georgia, North Carolina. There's rats everywhere. Some of them is bigger than others. But the point is this. We could speak to all these things. Now, I know you might look crazy if you're walking down the block talking to a rat. Because people are like, what is wrong with this dude? See, they be trying to make us sick out here. Well, I ain't got no socks on, so I'm about to head in the house. I ain't trying to catch no cold. But yeah. Salute. It ain't about bless you, because we ain't under no blood. It ain't about being less. It's about being above. Peace. Craig the Creator. One love. I'm out.